the dickens are you? I wanted to borrow some fizz. I wonder where they keep it. Hello, by George, the very thing! Ha! Serves him right. He shouldn't leave it about in this ostentatious way when I'm so beastly hard up. Won't they be jolly waxy? They must make out with whiskey and soda.
Hello, Babs. We've just been over to your rooms to find you. We've been talking about you.
No, really? I say, how do you think I'm looking?
Splendid, old chap.
Yes, I thought you'd be pleased with me. Well, ta-ta.
Wait, Babs. We wanted to speak to you.
Oh, yes, what about?
Well, you wanted those bottles of fizz, didn't you?
Oh, yes, could you lend me some?
Well, you see, that's just it. That fool Brassett.
Ah, my fellow's just the same. There's no reasoning with him, is there? Well, ta-ta.
I say, Babs, we want to lunch with you.
Yes, Babs, that's it.
To interest and amuse a charming lady.
Yes, who is she?
Why, Charley's aunt.
What's she like?
Well, you see, Babs, we don't quite know. I'm to see her today for the first time.
I say, Charley, she could turn out to be an awful old crock.
She's a widow and a millionaire. That's enough, isn't it?
Rather! Put me down for a chance, Charley. I'll take a chance. What's her name?
Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
Oh, damn it, what a name.
Now listen, Babs, it's no use. You must stay to lunch with us. You'll find Charley's aunt to be a charming old lady.
Charming old lady? I say, haven't you got anything younger coming?
Yes, two other ladies.
Nice, young?
Yes.
Ah, that's more my line. How many did you say?
2.
Oh, I see. One for each of you and the old crock for me. No thanks, I'm off.
Now listen, Babs, this is an awfully serious affair.
I should think so with an old crock like that.
And we want your help as a friend.
A friend we can trust, eh? Rather, we'll take you into our confidence. Straight as a die. No humbug. We're in love.
What? Charley, too? You silly ass.
No fool of a flirtation business, but the real downright serious thing.
And if you knew the girls as well as we did, you wouldn't wonder at it.
I say, have you proposed?
No, that's just it.
Oh, I see. You want me to propose for you.
No, we'll do that ourselves. That's why we've asked them to come.
You know, Babs, you don't understand our feelings a bit.
Oh, don't I though? I say, haven't you noticed how sad I've been lately?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, I don't know, but I think I'm in love too.
Well, what makes you think that?
I'm always wanting to be alone and hear the birds sing. And I'm getting so fond of poetry. I can't sleep. I took to drink for a couple of days, but it made me ill for a week, so I've left it off.
You've got all the symptoms. Sit down and tell us about it.
You remember when I was plowed?
Beastly shame.
No, not last time, the term before. I was awfully ill and took the yacht round to the Mediterranean. And at Monte Carlo, I came across an English officer named Delahaye. Quite pitiless and died. You know, Jack, he tried to commit suicide.
Bad luck at the tables, eh?
Yes. He begged himself and his only child. The sweetest little girl you ever saw, Jack. And to amuse him and keep his spirits up, I used to play cards with him.
And what became of her?
He died, poor fellow.
And what became of her? The sweetest little girl you ever saw?
I lost sight of her. A lady traveling home that way from South America, I believe, took charge of her and brought her to England. You know, Jack, I tried to tell her that,
You loved her?
but she was in such grief that...
Don't ooze that of your fingertips and the points of your hair.
And you know, after all, I might have been rejected. I should have looked a silly ass.
Well, at any rate, you can sympathize with us. Oh, here's the messenger back.
They're coming!
By Jove!
So they are.
You'll stop, Babs?
Well, see, look here,
No, you'll do as you are. We shall want you with us.
Now, don't play the giddy-goat, Jack. I've got something else to do.
What is it?
It's something awfully important.
Well, what?
I'm to play in some amateur theatricals.
Oh, rot. We'll be plowed again, won't you, Charley?
But I've given my word.
What are you playing?
A lady. An old lady. And I've never acted in my life before. I want to try on the things before those fellows come.
Where are they? You can try them on here.
In my room's in a box on the bed, but
Fetch them, Brassett, quick.
No, I'll fetch them with my little bag.
You know, Babs, you don't sympathize with us a bit.
Oh, don't I know? I only wish I could see my own little girl.
She'll turn up one of these days. Have a drink?
No, I've knocked it off.
Just a small one.
I'm teetotal.
Oh, very well.
All right, give it here.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll drink her health, wherever she is. Here's to the future Lady Fancourt Beverly. What did you say her name was again?
Haven't the slightest idea.
Go on with you. To Miss Delahaye.
Your things, my lord.
Ah, Brassett! Thank you. You're an awfully good chap. I say, Jack, could you lend me half a crown?
Charley, have you half a crown?
No, Jack, I haven't.
Brassett, give me half a crown, will you?
Yes.
Babs, here you are.
Ah, thank you. Here you are. Let's have a look. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll try them on after lunch when you're all in the garden.
No, we shall want you with us. Try them on now. Won't take long, will it?
Only a minute or two. I've lost an awful lot of time over these theatricals, but next term I mean to work.
Now look here. You go off to the station and bundle the old girl here in a fly.
The old girl. What do you mean?
Your aunt.
All right.
Be off.
I say, old chap, have you got any hairpins?
Hairpins? Great Scott, no.
Can I send your man for some?
Yes, certainly.
I say, Jack, have you got sixpence?
No, afraid not.
Why, you haven't got anything! Brassett, I'll let you have a crown just now. Can you make it 2 shillings and give me 6 penny worth of hairpins?
Certainly, my lord.
Thank you. You can keep the change.
Look out, there's someone coming.
Jack,
Dad.
my dear boy,
Dear old Dad. What brings you here? Wherever have you come from?
I've come from town, my lad. Have a chat with you. Bring me your check.
Thanks, Dad. You're a brick.
I'm very satisfied with you. It's something to go down in college with a record like yours. And now, my lad, we must begin to think.
Think?
Now that I've come into the family title, as you know, I have also, which you don't know, come into the family debts and difficulties,
Debts?
which are far more than I expected, with the result that all the money I've been saving for you in India goes to pay them. And in short, Jack, you and I, for the next few years, will be, comparatively speaking, poor men.
Poor men? This settles me with old Spettingue.
However, I am in hopes of a small appointment for you in Bengal.
Bengal? What a horrible place. What is it, Brassett?
His lordship's hairpin, sir.
Oh, confound his hairpins. By George, the dad will be an odd one. I must get rid of Babs somehow if the dad stays. Stays? Why not? Dad, I have an idea. Couldn't this matter be settled by a wealthy marriage?
No, Jack, that's the thing I'd rather deprecate. I don't think Jack has...
Listen, my chum, that is, Charlie Wickham's aunt, Donna Lucia de Almodores, is coming here to lunch today. She's a widow.
A widow?
And a millionaire.
And a millionaire.
And a charming woman.
No, Jack, I wouldn't advise for you to do such a thing merely for the sake of money.
No, not me, Dad. You.
Oh, you young rascal. No, I shall never marry again.
Oh, don't be rash. Where are your things?
At the hotel.
Go, make yourself look as nice as possible. Come back here to lunch at 1 o'clock.
I say, Jack!
Ah, Charlie Wickham, my father.
Glad to know you, my boy. Glad to know you.
Her nephew. Nice boy. You'll like him.
I thought it was the fire brigade.
No, Jack, you come and lunch with me.
Don't be rash, Dad. Think it over.
All right, I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it.
What is it?
Read that.
Important business. Don't expect me for a few days. Lucia de Almodores. No!
She's not coming.
Go, Wyatt, telegraph.
No use, there's no time.
Oh, but hang it. The girls won't remain without a chaperone.
Couldn't we ask the proctor's wife, old Miss,
Would sit and stare like an owl.
are! They're coming!
What on earth are we to do?
I say, Jack, come and look at me.
What the deuce is it? By George! Splendid! Charlie, come here quickly. Do you know what a pious fraud is?
Pious fraud?
First cousin to a miracle. Look!
What is it?
Babs! Your aunt!
Babs, my aunt?
She's the only one you got, so you'll have to make the best of her.
I say, look here. How's this?
Splendid!
Who's that?
The girl.
The girls.
Charlie's aunt can't come.
Can't she? I'll just go take these things off.
No, it won't stop if you do.
Won't stop? What do you mean?
You must be Charlie's aunt.
Me? No!
Ladies,
We've been longer than we intended, but Amy wanted to stop and get some flowers for Charlie's aunt. Has she come? Yes, has she? I hope she's come.
oh yes, she's come. Donna Lucia, Miss Betty, Miss Verdun, Donna Lucia de Alvadores. Why don't you say something?
How do you do, my dears?
We brought you these.
Oh, thank you.
I hope your journey from town hasn't tired you.
No, it was very jolly. Pleasant, I mean. What the deuce am I to do with these?
Stick him in your dress.
You look worried, Mr. Wickham. Are you ill?
No, I'm anxious.
He's a little affected at meeting his aunt today for the first time. Why the dickens don't you say something?
What the dickens am I to say?
Talk about the weather.
Charming weather?
Yes, delighting.
You know you're placing me in a terribly false position.
May I arrange these for you, Donna Lucia? After all, you know, we have some nice weather in rural England.
What on earth does she mean by that?
Why, you're a foreigner.
A foreigner? What did you say my name was?
Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
What am I? Irish?
No, English, married Portuguese abroad.
A widow.
From Brazil.
And a millionaire.
I say, Charlie, have I any children?
No, you fool.
Well, what ought to know? That's all right, I can go on now. Yes, it is wonderful weather for England.
Yes, it is.
Shall I take them to see the chapel and the cloisters?
No, we'll attend to that.
Of course, Oxford is all very new to you, Donna Lucia, but it's a dear old place in any weather. Amy and I will show you on the bound.
Oh, I would be delighted.
You're staying till tomorrow, are you not?
Am I staying till tomorrow?
No!
No!
Oh, but you will. You must. Mustn't you, Kitty?
I'm afraid Auntie can't stay after today.
No, you see, it's my washing day.
She has so much business to attend to in town.
Yes, lawyers, stocks.
Stocks and socks. Oh, very important, you know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We have so long to know you.
Have you, my dear?
Mr. Wickham has told us so much about you that he's made us quite lucky.
Has he, my dear?
And he's so grateful. He says he owes everything to you and can never repay you. Oh, he's such a good, frank, upright man. It was noble of you.
Of course, it was only my duty to see after the welfare of my poor brothers.
Sisters, you fool!
Sisters, you fool! Sisters! Orphan girls!
Boy!
Boy! I'll say twins in a minute.
Yes, but it was so good of you to find out. You were so far away in a foreign land, he could have been left to starve or to fall into cruel hands. But you have such a good, kind, affectionate nature.
Have I, my dear?
Anyone could see it in your face.
No.
I feel I can tell my whole heart to you.
Don't let her.
I'm not going to. The dear little thing.
You don't mind my talking to you like this, do you?
My dear, you are a very charming girl who I'm sure I could grow quite fond, and you must tell me all you like. Someday, when you know me better.
I feel I've known you for years and years already.
Gents, I'm very sorry, but it was very nice.
Mr. Chesney! Mr. Chesney!
Beg pardon, sir, but I heard Mr. Spade, you requiring a cake for your room, sir.
Oh dear, my uncle! Back!
I thought he was in London.
Mr. Chesney, I beg of you to send him away.
What am I to do? What am I to say?
Stay where you are, Babs. Tell him what you like. Just get rid of him.
Why doesn't somebody answer me? Why doesn't somebody answer me?
What do you want?
I wish to see Mr. Chesney.
Where did you get that hat? Take it off, sir. Don't sit down, sir. I'm not sitting down. I didn't ask you to sit down.
We'll waive that for the present, madam. I wish to see Mr. Chesney at once.
Well, you can't see him. He's not present. I am the only person present.
But the porter told me that two young ladies, my niece and my ward, were here.
And I'm telling you that I am the only young lady present.
But he told me he saw them come in.
And didn't he tell you he saw them go out?
No!
Well then, what more do you want?
They've gone into the garden.
They've done nothing of the kind!
Then they've gone into
Well,
town.
why couldn't you think of that before? And now, sir, having got all the information you are likely to get in your present condition...
Madam!
Disgraceful! Where have you been?
What do you mean, madam? I'm annoyed, but perfectly sober.
When you don't look it, other people can be annoyed as well as yourself.
I apologize, madam. Good morning. Did you see anything strike that hat?
I beg your pardon?
Did you see anything strike that hat?
He wants me to do it again. Oh, my dears!
It was sweet of you.
You darling.
Look at him, Jack.
I'll punch his head if he does it again. Look out, my dad. Donna Lucia. Look out, it's my father.
See here, am I any relation to him?
No, you're Charley's aunt from Brazil.
Brazil? Where's that?
You know, where the nuts come from. Dad. Miss Verdun, my father.
Delighted.
Miss Betty, my father.
Charmed.
Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
How do you do? I'm Charley's aunt from Brazil. Where did you come from? How do you do? Jack, is that the lady?
Yes.
Oh, by George. Oh, Dad, don't go. Well, Jack, it's impossible.
Impossible? What?
Well, look at her.
Oh, good gracious.
Aha!
Mrs. Pettigrew.
So I was right after all, and that old fool of a woman told me they were not here.
Mr. Pettigrew.
Now don't address me, sir. And this is the way you take advantage of my absence?
Mr. Pettigrew.
Now don't address me, sir. I do not wish to hold any converse with you.
But won't you allow us to explain?
My business is with this young man, sir, and not with you.
But you won't listen to either of them.
Go away, madam, and don't interfere.
Where did you get that hat? Take it off, sir.
You forget yourself, sir.
Perhaps you remember, sir, that the ladies are present?
I disapprove of their presence and request them to return with me.
Mr. Pettigrew, we can discuss this matter on a more fitting occasion.
Splendid suggestion. Let him call again.
You're a very foolish old woman, and I must beg of you not to interfere. Ladies, come.
Sir, you cannot put such an affront upon Mr. Wickham's friend.
I don't know them. I don't know them.
Introduce me, Mr. Wickham.
Mr. Spettigue, Sir Francis Chesney.
Mr. Chesney is my son, sir, and this lady is...
Pray, sir, don't introduce me. I have been insulted by this gentleman already.
I consult my own feelings when I say that I'm deeply annoyed to find on prematurely returning from town my niece and my ward lunching without my permission with these two young gentlemen.
to meet Mr. Wickham's aunt.
Ha, indeed.
There is no indeed about it, sir. I repeat, to meet Mr. Wickham's aunt.
In my mind, it matters little.
In my mind, it matters everything. Therefore, allow me to introduce Donna Lucia Diabladores, Mr. What's his confounded name, Jack?
Spettigan, Donna Lucia,
Mr. Spettigan.
a celebrated millionaire. Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? I'm Charley's aunt from Brazil. Where come you from?
I've been indiscreet. Oh, I'm sorry. Very, very sorry.
Well, go on. He's apologized. Invite him to lunch.
Well, I thought you were very rude. But if you apologize, you...
Oh, by all means, I'm sorry. Very, very sorry.
You'll stay for lunch, won't you?
If you wish it, and I am forgiven.
Forgiven.
Allow me, Donna Lucia.
No, allow me.
I was thinking we ought to be going now.
Go now? Good gracious, no.
Why not?
Before I've had a word with you?
Yes.
Well then, Miss Verdun. Kitty, my dear Kitty.
Oh, I beg pardon. I only wanted to chat with my boy.
Oh, then I'll run into the garden and see the roses and primroses and cabbages and things.
Well, Dad, anything important?
Yes, Jack, it is.
Oh, what is it?
You know I'd do anything to see you get on in this world and make your mark, because I know you will if you have the chance.
You needn't tell me all this, Dad.
Well, having thought it over, I've decided to continue the original career I have mapped out for you. And seeing a way out of this difficulty, I've decided to take your advice and marry a lady of wealth. And I'm here to thank my lad for the tip.
The tip? I don't remember, Dad. Who is she? What's her name?
You'll be delighted when I tell you.
Who?
Can't you guess?
No, Dad, I can't.
Donna Lucia Diabladores.
What the deuce? Dad, you can't.
Can't? Why not? Is there something against this lady's name?
No, you mustn't. You can't.
Can't? Mustn't? Didn't you tell me to go to the hotel and change into my things?
Well, circumstances have altered since then.
In what way?
You know you're too good. You're not the man to be thrown away like this.
Your consideration for me settles it, Jack. It'll put you forward in years. Had she been young or beautiful, she wouldn't have looked at me. But as things are, I believe she's taken quite a fancy to me. And in spite of Spettigu's old mark attentions, I don't think he has a ghost of a chance.
Spettigue, attentions. Great heavens, what are we doing?
Wish me luck, Jack. Wish me luck.
Oh, Dad, take time. Think it over.
Think it over. That's not the way an old soldier makes love. Now I'm going into your rooms to get myself a rattling good spanking brandy and soda to bring me up to mark.
What's the young monkey doing?
Jack! I wish you'd speak to Babs. He's carrying on disgracefully. He's taken Amy away from me and gone off from the garden.
That's nothing to what's going on here. My dad just went to fetch himself a rattling good spanking brandy and soda.
Brandy and soda? What for?
To propose to Babs, that's all.
Oh, I knew something awful would come of this. We shall be found out in disgrace. How could you let it go on?
Oh, shut up! We must keep our heads now. We'll ruin everything.
Oh, Mr. Wickham, there you are. Did you think you lost us?
Yes, I'm afraid I did.
Where have you been with that girl, you fool? Nowhere! Listen, I have something to tell you.
Oh, have you?
Charley, as Miss Bettick you see in the chapel, it's an awfully pretty chapel. You must see it. What have you been doing? You were supposed to help us.
Well, I'm doing my best.
Doing your best? Your business was to look after those two old chaps. And here you are. But I've no wish to argue.
No, I wouldn't argue if I were you.
Listen, I need to put you on your guard.
On my God. Oh, thank you.
My dad is going to propose to you.
Oh, is he? Well, I'm not going to marry him for you or anybody else.
Of course not, you idiot. All you have to do is keep calm and refuse him.
Calm and refuse him? But a proposal puts anyone in a flutter. You know that.
Well, listen, all you have to do is remember you're a real old lady.
How the dickens am I to remember that I'm a real old lady with the trousers on?
Never mind your trousers. Look out, it's the dad. I'm off.
But what am I to say? I've never been proposed to before.
Oh, say he's taken you by surprise. But whatever you do, mind you, refuse him.
Oh, I'll refuse him.
Ah, Donna Lucia. So good of you to come. Won't you sit? Donna Lucia, you'll pardon the rude metaphor of an old campaigner, as I know you will. But to meet you today for the first time is like some traveler coming across some bright little floweret by the wayside.
Do you mean me?
Yes, Donna Lucia, yes.
What am I to say to that, I wonder? Yes, that is very nice and very kind of you.
By George, she looks anything between 50 and 100. Donna Lucia, do you know what a man longs for when he's lonely, desolate, and wretched?
A drink?
What he longs for is to plant in his heart that bright little floweret.
That one by the wayside. Does he really?
Yes, and I've come all the way from India to find it.
Oh, you must be tired. Take a chair.
Thank you. It's quite a long way, Donna Lucia.
Yes, a very long walk.
But I have found it. And always no more words, and come to the point with a soldier's bluntness. Would you be my wife? Would you be my bright little floweret?
Oh, you've taken me so much by surprise.
Then I may hope?
No, don't hope. I wouldn't hope if I were you.
Donna Lucia, do I understand?
I must refuse you, for you see, I am another's.
Another's?
Yes, but I'll tell you what I'll do if you like.
Yes, yes.
I shall be a sister to you.
Only a sister?
Only a sister, nothing more.
And no words of mine can alter your decision?
I'm afraid not, for you see, I am in a more peculiar position than I can ever describe. I am a woman with a history.
And I see no point in us prolonging our interview. And you'll pardon me for ever having broached the subject.
Certainly, any time you're passing.
Rejected. What a relief. I'm sorry, though, for the boy's sake.
You fool! What did you want to make a fool of my dad like that for?
I didn't make a fool of the fool, you fool. Did you hear what he called me?
Yes, floweret.
That's a nice thing, isn't it?
Why didn't you cut him short and refuse him at once?
I couldn't refuse him before he proposed. No woman could. I shall find myself in the divorce court before I know where I am. Oh, here's old Spittigue. I shall land him one. I know I shall.
Ah, Mr. Chesney, have you seen? Aha!
What the deuce did he bolt like that for? Anyhow, they don't wreck my future happiness. I must find Kitty. Why couldn't Charley's aunt turn up as promised and act like a lady instead of giving us all this trouble? I hate the sight of her before I've even seen her.
First door to the left, thank you very much. First door to the left, the maid said Ella. Yes, here it is. Mr. John Chesney. Chesney, the name sounds familiar. Why couldn't my nephew remain in his rooms and not compel me to follow him about like this? You telegraphed to say you couldn't come. I know, my dear. And then you changed your mind. Yes, for about the first time in my life. Why? Some vague desire to see him without his knowing. The porter said they might all be in the garden. Oh, I could roam about these old places all day. Isn't it beautiful? Dream away, Ella. I shall wait till someone comes. Oh, to live amongst these leafy shades, ancient spires, and sculptured nooks, like silent music, a scholar's fairyland. You fanciful little woman, what has put all this in your head today? Oh, I don't know. I think I can trace back all the little byways and slyways of thought that generally lead in one direction. Oh, no. It's all so sweet here. So it was there. By moonlight, seen from the bridge of a certain yacht, the rippling sea, the blue night, and brilliant stars. You see how I can remember your words, and a certain someone who told you, as you listened to the chime of the ship's bell, that you were the angel of the watch. He was a flattering tongued person, that someone. What was his name again? I told you so often. Lord Fancourt Babberley. But I don't want your mind fixed on these things, my dear. Why, I'd almost forgot to tell you. I've been invested your poor father's money for you. And thanks to his forethought for his little girl, he's rendered you independent for life. And what's worse, independent of me.
Independent?
But you won't be, Ella. No, for I've grown to love the little orphan I met in a strange land so much that I am not independent of her. So let's make a bargain. Put that dreadful evidence of my dependence aside and be my little girl and call me Auntie, will you?
Yes, Auntie, yes.
How did your poor father come to have such a large sum of money by him like that? I thought he lost it all.
Papa won it at cards.
Won it at cards? When?
During his illness.
From whom?
Lord Fancourt Beverly.
Is Lord Beverly a gambler too?
No! But Auntie, if we ever meet again, might I give it back?
I don't think he'd take it.
Why not?
It seems to me he took too much trouble to lose it. But I'm not going to speak for him. I don't want you to have believed me. Ah, my dear, you set me thinking now.
Have I? What about?
Oh, all about someone who...
Oh, do tell me.
It was before I went abroad to Brazil. I was very young and he was very shy. He didn't call me the angel of the watch, but he did get as far as a sampling compliment and a blush, and then...
And then?
He was ordered off with his regiment.
Without ever?
Without ever.
Oh, Auntie.
It was at a dance evening before he went away.
And you've never loved anyone since?
I was a sentimental young lady in those days.
Oh, tell me, what was his name?
Frank Chesney. How strange. I'm afraid we're intruding.
Not at all. The college grounds are open to everyone. I'm at home here, so to speak, merely because these are my son's rooms.
Mr.
Chesney.
And you, pardon my asking, are you, or rather, were you, Lieutenant Frank Chesney?
I was.
And you don't remember me?
I acknowledge with great regret that I have no recollection whatsoever.
Must be more than 20 years since.
20 years?
He doesn't remember me.
20 years is a long time, Auntie.
20 years? Where was the regiment then, I wonder?
Mrs. Beverly Smythe. Everybody's part but my own, of course. Then you've forgotten the day you first embarked for India?
No.
But you've forgotten the evening before?
No. Not altogether.
Then...
Lucy? Good gracious. And to think, at that very dance. But you wouldn't remember that, of course.
No?
No, because you never knew, but by George, that night I nearly made it a vow. And we've never met in all that time, nearly 20 years.
I'm afraid so.
I remember the dance perfectly. You were in white, tied up with blue.
Tied with blue? Like a chocolate box?
You must meet my son. He's a splendid fellow. These are his rooms, rather he's lent them to a young college friend, Mr. Wickham.
Yes. Wickham?
He's entertaining some ladies, 2 young ladies and his aunt.
His aunt?
A lady from Brazil.
From Brazil?
Yes, Donna Lucia de Alvadores. I must introduce you.
Auntie, what is he talking about?
Wait a minute, my dear. Do I understand you to say that Donna Lucia de Alvadores is here? Actually here?
In the garden, or was 5 minutes ago. You know of her?
I've heard of her.
May I trouble you?
Certainly.
Miss Beverly Smythe.
Auntie!
I'll find Donna Lucia and the boys. Perhaps you wouldn't mind coming into the garden too, though.
With pleasure. I'm most curious to see them. My niece, Miss Delahaye.
How do you do?
Colonel?
Sir Francis Chesney.
Come, Ella.
Ah, Jack, if that had been Donna Lucia, things might have been very different.
Oh, Donna Lucia!
Ah, here we are at last. No one here. And I can speak to you. Kitty, my dear Kitty.
But Jack, look.
What are you doing, Brackett?
Setting the table for tea, sir.
Go away.
But you gave orders, sir.
Put it back for half an hour. Quick, man. Can't you see I'm engaged?
Really, sir? I congratulate you.
Busy, confound you. Get out and don't come back. And now, Kitty, my dear Kitty.
Yes, Jack, you said that before.
Now, don't interrupt me. I go straight at most things, and I'm not going to hesitate over this.
Is it that you attach so much importance to it, or that you don't care what you do?
It's both, mixed. So, Kitty, my dear Kitty.
Yes, Jack?
Oh, do be serious. In a few hours, you'll be hundreds of miles away, and it may be years before we see each other again. Unless...
Unless what?
Will you listen?
I can't help myself.
You know how my father intended me for Parliament and all that.
Yes?
Well, he tells me now that I should have to put off all that and earn my own living.
Well, that will do you no harm, Jack.
No, that's how I see it. I've done well up here, and I've worked hard, and work tells wherever you are. So I intend to turn to and come out all right, one way or another.
I'm sure I wish you every success.
Of course, in time, I shall be all right. But the question is, will you wait?
Wait, what for?
No, I beg pardon. I didn't mean that.
Oh, you didn't mean it.
No, what I really mean is that I should like you to understand what I've been telling you.
Oh, yes. What was that?
To be practical and lay everything fairly before you. My position in life will be something...
The city?
Yes. My home...
Suburban?
Thanks, exactly. Transit...
Bus or rail?
Yes, my personal income...
Small?
My extra income...
Precarious?
But, under certain circumstances, my fears would be nil and my hopes tremendous. Now you know all. And that's how I stand.
Oh, that's how you stand.
Oh, Kitty.
Well, I hope those happy conditions will be realized to your heart's content.
Oh, Kitty. My dear Kitty. They could never be realized without you.
Without me?
Now you're vexed with me. You hate the city. You despise suburbs. You loathe buses.
Why should you say that, Jack?
Kitty?
As if I hadn't the heart to do with thousands of better girls than I've done.
Kitty?
As if I couldn't guess on the happy fun I must be got out of cooking and mending and ministering to the wants and happiness of a man who will work and strive for the woman he loves.
Then, Kitty?
Try me, Jack, for I love you dearly.
You do, Kitty? You do?
As much as you love me, Jack.
Kitty!
My dear Kitty.
My dear Kitty.
Oh, but what about my guardian, Mr. Spettigue?
I'll see him at once.
Oh, no, that won't do.
Won't do?
No, I must have his consent in writing,
In writing? Why?
so that he can't retract. You don't know him as well as I do. And there's only one person who can get that written consent for us. So be a good boy and send it to me at once.
What, Amy?
No, Charlie's aunt, Donna Lucia.
Donna Lucia, but Kitty.
Now don't ask questions, but send it to me at once while I find Amy.
How can this go on? Where are we now?
I've done it, Jack, I've done it!
Done what?
I've let the cat out of the bag and told her everything.
You fool! Told her what?
That I love her.
Oh, is that all?
Yes, but Jack, she's gone off to find Donna Lucia to get her uncle's consent. We shall be in the dickens of a mess yet.
Well, keep cool, man, keep cool. We've done all right up to now.
When and how shall I earliest meet her? What are the words she'll first say to me?
You shall drag us into awful disgrace.
And a damned good dog, too! You don't know the things he keeps on saying to me!
He? Who?
Why, my mash! Old Spettigue!
Well, what does he say?
Yes, what does he say?
No, Charlie's too young.
Oh, get out, man, that's nothing.
I know, but it's very embarrassing. Look how well I get on with the girls.
Yes, confound you too well.
Oh, do I?
Jack, I can live this lie no longer.
Now don't start that. Some lies have got to be lived.
What for?
To save confessing them, you duffer.
I wish to goodness you'd bring it all to an end.
So do I. I want a drink.
Look out, it's the girls.
Oh, Donna Lucia, we've been looking for you everywhere. Amy and I want so much to speak to you.
We're in a difficulty.
A difficulty?
And we want you to be an angel. Now, Jack, do go
Away. Yes, Charlie, do go away.
Yes, go away.
You know Amy's uncle, Mr. Spettigue, is my guardian. And under my father's will, gets nearly all my money if I marry without his consent.
And you know Jack and Kitty are in love with each other, and Jack's lost all of his money or something.
For years and years.
And Kitty wants you to.
No, wait a moment, Amy dear.
Yes, wait Wait a moment, Amy. It's her turn now. Now it's your turn.
And Amy and Charley are in love with each other too. But you don't object, do you?
Oh, of course not, my dears.
You all dear. Now, Jack, do go away.
Yes, go away, Charley.
Yes, go away. We three girls want to be alone.
I must end this. I must do something. Oh, go and fetch tea. I must bring them home and stop this.
Now, first, you know where we left off, don't you?
Yes, you're all in love and want to get married.
Well,
Yes, and we want Uncle's consent.
and yours. And we want you to be an angel and do it.
An angel and do it? Do what?
Why get Mr. Spetticu's consent?
For both of us.
Oh, for both of you.
Yes. First, you see, you'll give your consent to Charley and Amy, won't you?
Oh, of course, nothing could be nicer.
You are so kind, but I knew it from the first.
Would you like me to be one of your bridesmaids? No, another time.
Well, now we want you to give us consent. But mine, being a legal affair, you understand, don't you?
Yes, your father's will.
Yes, his consent must be in writing.
In writing.
And you must get it.
Get it?
Yes, you must make him write a letter or something.
Oh, but my dears, I've no influence over him.
Oh, but you're so clever and so kind.
And so rich.
So rich. I remember I gave away half a crown just this morning.
And anyway, you must try.
Oh, dear Donna Lucia, do say you will try.
We're going away.
Oh, my darlings, don't leave me.
Yes, we're going to Scotland.
Scotland, a lovely place, where the whiskey comes from.
And you are our only hope.
Oh, Donna Lucia, have you ever been in love?
Oh, yes, dozens of times. I mean, once in love, always in love, you know.
Then you know what it means to us, don't you?
Well, I should think I did.
And you'll get his consent for us, won't you?
Well, I'll do my best.
You can't say no now.
No, not now.
Mr. Spetticu, and send it to you at once.
Well, here's a nice position. Ah, Brasset, could you get me a brandy and soda? Oh, no, here's old Spetticu coming.
Ah, there you are, dear Donna Lucia. I've been looking for you all the
Mr.
afternoon.
Spetticu, oh, Mr. Spetticu, will you introduce me?
How annoying. Why couldn't she have kept away? Oh, certainly. Donna Lucia, Mrs. Buttercup Smith. Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
How do you do? I'm Charley's aunt from Brazil. Where did this come from?
How do you do? Do you know I'm most interested in meeting you?
Oh, really?
I knew your late husband. Intimately.
Whatever's the matter, Babs?
She knew my late husband intimately.
Well, how are you getting on? Everything's all right, isn't it?
She knew my late husband intimately.
Deuce. Look out, you see. Well, what of it? You must entertain. Donna Lucia, will you pour out tea?
Oh, certainly.
What a cruel interruption. And we were getting on so nicely.
Do we all take tea?
Oh,
You haven't been in England long, have you?
Change the subject. Change the subject.
No. Do you take sugar and cream?
No, do you take sugar and cream?
Ask her if she takes sugar and cream.
Ask her if she takes sugar and cream.
a little sugar and cream, Donna Lucia.
My hat! My hat! I beg your pardon.
My niece, Miss Delahaye.
Miss Delahaye!
I must make an opportunity to see her alone. It's a sweet evening. Perhaps some of you may care to enjoy a walk in the garden.
Oh, yes.
They've gone! Lucia, they've gone! Lucia, how I've longed for this moment!
Oh, he's at it again.
Lucia, I must speak to you,
I am very angry with you.
Lucia, you wound me! Don't say that!
To treat me like this after the promise you made me.
Promise?
The consent you promised me in writing.
Lucia, how can you? When we have so much to say that more nearly concerns ourselves.
No, we have not. You don't know me. I'm not an ordinary woman.
Lucia, will you hear me?
I will hear you with pleasure after you give me the letter.
Lucia, I beg of you to listen to me.
I will listen to you with pleasure. But where is the letter?
Do I deserve this, Lucia?
He deserves 6 months, the old idiot.
Lucia, you're a puzzle, an enigma.
How dare you? Until you give me that letter, all is over between us.
Lucia, that decides me. I go to the rooms. A brief note.
With full consent signed, don't forget.
Then say you will be mine?
I'll say anything you like. Don't be too long.
Darling!
Well, that's all right. What devils we women are. It's too bad for those fellows, though. I shall be an old woman for the rest of my life. I haven't had a smoke or a drink all day. By George, here's a find. I wonder how long it'll be. Hanged if I don't chance it. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, huh?
She's smoking! Excuse me. Are you alone?
Yes, all alone and so sad.
Dear me, what a dreadful smell of smoke.
Yes, I smelled it too. I shall go see who it is.
No, don't go. I wanted to talk to you. Yes? About your late husband, Don Pedro.
Oh, that would be nice.
Do you know when I met Don Pedro, he told me he had no wife?
Oh, the wicked storyteller. He was a cruel husband.
The Don Pedro I knew was noble, kind, and gentle.
That was his father. The old gentleman with the white moustache.
I never knew such effrontery. Do you know, Donna Lucia, I'm surprised you don't indulge in the habit of smoking. So many Brazilian ladies do, you know.
No, to tell you the truth, that's just what I was doing when you came in.
Then pray, don't let me interrupt you.
Would you like one?
No, thanks. You see, not being a Brazilian lady, it might be thought strange.
Would you take a drink?
No, thanks. Oh, Donna Lucia, pardon my curiosity, but have you any children?
Only a few, not to speak of.
Oh, there you are, Auntie. Yes, dear. I think I'll go into the garden. I fancy Sir Francis has something to say to me. Oh, don't go. Please. Auntie, I fancy, is more particular than usual this evening. For you know, she and Sir Francis were sweethearts.
Oh, were they?
But he went away without telling her he was ever and ever so fond of her. Auntie says he was shy, and he went away without knowing she was ever and ever so fond of him. But the noblest man I ever knew was shy and oh so kind. He had cried to know how Papa had become so ill, and so poor too, and had lost a large sum of money to him at cards. Auntie thinks on purpose. I've often wondered why they played cards, and Papa's so ill too. But when I asked the doctor if it wasn't doing harm, he said, not the game that was being played. But I have all the money, and if we ever meet again, I plan to give it back.
Oh, no, you must never do that. It would be accusing him of a sort of cheating, you know.
Oh, but it's so much, enough to make me independent for life.
And do you think he would take it back if he knew that?
Oh, but I should feel it my duty.
It's too late now.
But he went away without knowing that I loved him. For his kindness to my poor father. You don't mind me telling you this, do you? I don't know why, but I like you. I like talking to you. And I hope I see him again.
Do you have the letter?
Yes. Here is the letter. But first, make my happiness complete. Say that from this blissful moment we are engaged.
We're engaged. Got it. We're engaged.
Darling,
Mr. Spedigue.
please, call me Stephen. Mr. Dudley, smile. Sir Francis, congratulate me.
I knew it.
I'm the happiest man in the world. But where are the dear children? This must be a day of happiness and rejoicing for us all. For us all!
What on earth does he mean? What's all the excitement about?
Can't you guess?
No?
Didn't I tell you what would happen if we left him alone?
Yeah.
Don't you understand? She's accepted him.
What?
Yes, Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
You don't mean that.
I fancy he'll find out his mistake before long.
By George, what a fool I've been.
Why, are you sorry?
No, but that rascal boy of mine made some sort of stupid suggestion that I should...
That you should offer your hand to Donna Lucia de Alvadores from Brazil, where the nuts come from?
What a fool I was. I should have been.
Then you don't envy him?
Envy him?
But think of her millions.
Ah, but Lucy, when I saw your face...
You didn't recognize it.
No, but when I did... But I told you all that in the garden just now. And you'll be content with a cottage from your old sweetheart?
You would take me, a penniless widow?
Nothing would make me happier.
Right.
Lucy. What are you smiling at?
Oh, I was only thinking of
what?
Of Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
Come along, dear children, come along. I have something to tell you. Something you will all be very pleased to hear. But where is Donna Lucia? Ah, perhaps it's just as well. Now, before she returns, I have a little secret to tell you.
Secret?
I'm sure you will pardon me if I ask your attention for a few moments.
What's he going to say, Jack?
How do I know till he said it?
Situated as I am, a lonely widower, a mateless uncle, surrounded with grave responsibilities, my ward, my niece. A good fairy has, I may say, tripped in among us, bringing with her unexpected light and joy.
What does he mean?
Shut up.
Under her influence, I have consented to the engagement of my niece to a gentleman in whose honor and probity I have the fullest confidence, Mr. Charles Wigham.
Charlie, how sweet of your dear aunt.
Furthermore, charmed by irresistible charms, I have consented to the union of my ward with John, only son of my friend, Sir Francis Chesney. Ah, Sir Francis, what will you say to a third engagement?
Third?
The good fairy, nay, let me add without further metaphor, one whose name is honored in the southwestern hemisphere as that of Rothschild is in Europe, has consented to become Miss Stephen Spedigue. I allude to our dear friend, Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
Mr. Spedigue, I can listen to this ghastly fraud no longer.
Oh, Mr. Wigham, sir, what do you mean?
I say, sir, and I don't care what the results may be. I can listen to this ghastly fraud.
I assume, sir, in espousing my niece.
I can't. I won't espouse her under these false and lying pretenses. That woman.
Do you allude in such a manner
I
to...
say that woman.
I must beg of you more respect of your aunt.
She is not my aunt.
Not your aunt? What do you mean?
I love Amy far too
Never mind that, sir. Explain your words.
Mr. Spedigue, will you allow me to say the blame is mine?
I'm addressing this person. Answer me, sir. Explain your words.
You must tell his lordship of this.
At last moment, this morning, my aunt, on whose account we invited Miss Verdun and Miss Spedigue, telegraphed to say she couldn't come. The girls arrived and we, well...
And I, sir, prevailed upon another to, well...
To impersonate her. I've been treacherously, infamously deceived.
I say, sir, that was not our intention.
Don't lie to me, sir.
Sir, you forget you were not expected.
A frump like that with a wig.
You can't blame her for that.
May I come in?
Turn that woman out.
I say, may I come in?
Turn that woman out. Who are you, sir?
I'm Charlie's aunt from Brazil. Where did nuts come from?
Vancourt Beverly, you dumber.
Vancourt Beverly, I beg your pardon.
Auntie, and I told him everything.
What does this mean, sir?
It means that we've all done very wrong and we're all extremely sorry. And if you will allow me to tender our humblest apologies, my humblest apologies, for if I had not offered the temptation, the whole thing would never have occurred.
And if Mr. Spedigue would allow us to add our apologies.
And say we have no words to express our contrition.
No, it's infamous, infamous. Where's the document been obtained from me under these fraudulent pretenses.
Oh, the letter? I have the letter.
It's mine.
Give
Mine.
me, Miss Dunn.
Allow me.
I shall dispute it. Under her father's name, I shall dispute it.
This letter is addressed and has been delivered to Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
But she, he is not Donna Lucia de Alvadores.
No, but I am.
My aunt?
So pardon me if I'm tired. As for you, sir, I shall inquire from the authorities your college in the morning.
Charley, can you have me up for breach of promise?
Charley, Mr. Wickham, I mean, how dare you? I'll never forgive you. I'll never forgive any of you for treating my Uncle Stephen like that.
Be patient with us, my dear. Your uncle shall receive the most profound reparation my influence can make. For my own part, I only shared in the deception when I found another lady established in my place.
No wonder she knew all about my late husband.
But I'm just Jack, am I not? Indeed? Then he must wait till I'm his mother.
Mother? Yes, Donna Lucia, in deceiving me as anybody, has done me the honor to recollect an old affection and decided to take that authority. So look out, Jack.
Lord Fancourt Baberley, I'm afraid you've gained one confidence that nothing could excuse.
I know, and I reproach myself beyond expression. But I wouldn't part with the memory of that confidence to save my life. And if Miss Delahaye will allow me to say so, I'm willing to atone for it with a lifelong devotion.
Auntie! Now, where's my son?
Here, Mama.
I shall have to talk to you very seriously before giving you this. Charley, I'll never forgive you to deceive that poor girl again. And as for you, sir...
Oh, no, never again. You can have the clothes if you like. I'm done with them. Miss Delahaye has consented to think me over as a husband, and in future, I resign to Sir Francis Chesney all claims to Charley's aunt.